Okay. Okay. So anyway, we've got a packed schedule here. Let me look at my notes. So tonight's org conference again. Y'all mute yourselves if you're having background noise, so I don't have to mute you. We're going to be interactive here for the first few minutes. On tonight's video conference, we're going to be talking about personal development, the mindset of a champion, and how to give up to go up, meaning giving up things, sacrificing things to move up the marketing plan, to move up in business, to move up in life. Okay? Does that sound like a pretty good topic right there? Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay? Very good topic. So that's a very, and by the way, welcome Johnny Nyson down there, down in Austin, my buddy from 35 years ago. We were 15 years old out there.
Oh my goodness.
Making everybody mad at us. That's what we used to do. Now we're changing lives. So anyway, there's hope for us all, right? So anyway, with those topics, again, personal development, mindset of a champion, how to give up, how to sacrifice some things now in life, so you can get the gold medal, so you can get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So those are very serious topics. So I kind of want to set the intention so you guys take tonight very, very seriously. Okay, so like at the beginning of any fit camp, right? Yes, I see you, Johnny. Or I see you chatting. But at the beginning of any fit camp, we always like to set the intention, set the tone, set the mindset, because then that kind of dictates the pace for the entire fit camp. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? It always dictates your audience, And so right now I want to set that tone so y'all's mind is right, so you're sharp, so you're clear for the next 1 hour, okay? Do not get distracted, okay? Be a student for the next hour. We're going to school right now. You guys understand? Thumbs up if you understand. Okay, thumbs up if you understand. So we're fixing to go to school. We're all of us are on here so we can get more out of our business, more out of life, etc. So again, be in student mode, be in coachable mode. Obviously, some of you folks are newer to the business, and some of y'all have been around for a while, right? So we're at different levels of our mindset. We're at different levels of what we're able to receive, right? You guys understand that? Kim, pay attention. I need everybody to stop moving and pay attention because y'all start distracting me here, okay? So do you guys understand that we're all at different levels in our brain and in life, in maturity in life, maturity in business, for what we're able to receive in terms of the information. Does that make sense to you guys? Like what we can actually absorb and what makes sense to us, what we can relate to, right? So if you've only been in for a month, you're only going to relate to so much. If you've been in for, 5 years and you've been to a bunch of extravaganzas and leadership development weekends and whatever, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got that. But you like to hear it again just to reinforce, because repetition is the mother of all skill. Repetition's the mother of all learning. Start writing your notes. Write that one down, right? Repetition is the mother of all skill. Repetition is the mother of all learning, right? So again, with us all at like different capacities and different levels of maturity in life, maturity in the business, maturity in age, maturity in human beings, we're all going to absorb it and receive the information at different wavelengths, okay? So I just want y'all to do your best to really, 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 really concentrate and really grasp this information, because if you grasp this information and you take it and you put it in you, okay? You take this information and you put it in your heart and you put it in your stomach and you put it in your soul, then you guys can be wearing diamonds. And if you're wearing diamonds, I'm talking about the Herbalife diamonds, if and when you're wearing the Herbalife diamonds, The average income of people that wear diamonds in Herbalife is over $400,000 a year. So I don't know what y'all's lifestyle is like right now, but I can guarantee you one thing, it would go up a notch or two with $400,000 a year. Agreed? Thumbs up if you agree with that. Okay? So I just want to let y'all know that's the level of mindset that I'm going to be speaking to you at. I'm not going to water down anything on tonight's call because Earl told me not to. Ain't that right? Earl told me not to. I'm just joking. I'm blaming that on Earl, but
I said that last night.
Exactly. I say that every night, right? Yeah, I'm just playing, but at the same time, I'm serious. I'm not going to water down anything because this is an organizational call. This is not a for brand new people that are getting on for the first time or whatever. Here's the long and the short, guys. Write it down. People in life, people in business need leadership. They need guidance. They need to be told, from time to time what to do. Like, do this, do that. See, that's why people that have a job, they can hold a job as hard as it is, right? Job just over broke, J-O-B, just over broke. But they can hold a job, right? But at their job, somebody's always telling them what to do. Do this, do that, punch in, punch out, be here, be there, do this, do that, show up, learn this, learn that for your paycheck, right? Now, the issue when people become independent, like we are in Herbalife, we're independent business contractors. We're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. Does that make sense to you guys? We're in business for ourselves. We're the CEO of our own company, but we're not in business by ourselves. We got all the support, organizational support from us, from your mentor, from the company, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and it's always going to be like that. Okay, but the bottom line is the difference between a employee versus a person that gets in business for themselves, where now you're independent, you got freedom to make your own decisions and your own choices. That's fantastic, and that's great. But it's also can be a person's downfall. It can be a person's downfall if they don't learn how to employ themselves, and they don't learn some personal development, some mindset stuff, discipline, work ethic, because nobody's going to fire you, right? We can't say, okay, you're fired, go get another job, go join another company, right? We can't do that because you're independent. So what I would like y'all to do is if you could take some of the mentality from the job workforce in terms of discipline. I got to get up at a certain time. I got to clock in at a certain time. I got to do certain job responsibilities throughout the day or the night. I got to go once in a while and go to a company training because then I'm going to get a promotion and they're going to give me more money if I keep learning and keep developing my skills, right? If you could take that mentality from the workforce and then learn to employ yourself inside of Herbalife, then you'll go straight to the president's team. Okay? Now, you guys all agree that success leaves clues, right? Success leaves clues. Yes, it does, right? But like Jim Rohn says, failure leaves clues too. Like people that aren't successful, people that fail. I mean, they could give seminars, right? Go learn, how they failed, how they messed everything up, and then just don't do any of that, right? Stay away from that stuff, right? So we can learn from people's lack of success as well. Well, I can tell you a couple of things inside of Herbalife. Let's just go down off the top of my head. I don't have any notes. Look, the screen is black. No notes. Off the top of my head, over 25 years experience in the business, I started seeing Mark Hughes live in person when I was 19 years old. Now I'm 50, so I've been trained by Mark Hughes. I've got it ingrained like a computer chip. He downloaded it in my brain, the USB port. I got Mark Hughes in my brain, in my heart, in my soul, running through my veins, right? So the bottom line is this, okay? Here's a couple things to not do, okay? Get into Herbalife and then don't fall in love with the products. Definitely you're not going to make money, okay? You guys understand? See, that's what not to do. Let's write all the list of things not to do. Okay, we signed up in Herbalife. We're so excited. All these people are making money. They look so pretty. They're so successful, you know, right? But I'm going to do it and I'm not going to use the products. Can you have a successful business if you don't believe in the products? Everybody shake their head. No, no way. No way, no way, no way. See, you have to believe in the products. You have to bleed green. You got to bleed green, baby. You got to bleed green. And by the way, all the Herbalife products taste better when you drink them out of a Herbalife bottle. And they also work better in your body. You guys understand? Thank you, Brandon. Everything you drink has got to be coming from an Herbalife bottle. Everything you drink has got to be coming from an Herbalife bottle. Everything you drink has got to be coming from an Herbalife bottle. Now I want y'all to say that one time. Thank you. Say it. Say it out loud together. Everything we drink
has to come from an Herbalife bottle.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You start drinking from a Starbucks cup. When's the last time Starbucks sent you a big old royalty check? I never drank one Starbucks in my life, ever. Okay, success leaves clues. I never drank a Red Bull in my life, ever. Success leaves clues. I never drank a Monster in my life, ever. Success leaves clues. Herbalife for 31 years for me. Never used another nutrition product. So what not to do? Don't use the products and you'll never make money. Don't love the products, you'll never make money and build a business. Love the products, use the products every single day, and you'll make a lot of money. You guys got me? That's number one. Okay? Next, training, knowledge, education, personal growth, mindset, learning how to be a leader, learning how to solve problems. Don't do any of that, you'll never grow. Right? You guys are starting to get the theme here, right? Don't do any of that. Don't grow as a person. Don't grow your mindset. You guys know once something is expanded, it can never return to its original form. You guys understand? So when we expand your mind, when we expand your vision, it can never return to its normal state because now you've been exposed. What we call exposed. Welcome, Bridget. Okay? You guys understand that? So once something is expanded, it can never return to its normal state. So in Herbalife, your brain, your vision, your belief, right? It's all expanded and it can never return back to the way it used to be. You guys got me? So in Herbalife, you got to be willing to work on yourself. Jim Rohn says, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Work harder on yourself than you do on anything else. Okay? Your mindset, your belief system, your personal philosophy. You guys understand what personal philosophy is? Let me explain to you what personal philosophy is. I'm not looking in the dictionary and I'm not going to Google it. Maybe Google will have a different opinion. I'm going to tell you my definition of your personal philosophy that I learned from Jim Rohn. Okay? Your personal philosophy is essentially the way you think, feel, and believe about things. That's your personal philosophy about anything. About life, about kids, about family, about religion, about making money, about business, about health, about being friendly to people. I mean, what is your personal philosophy? You know? Right? That's the way you think, feel, and believe about things. You guys understand that? Nod your head. Personal philosophy. What's your personal philosophy about making a lot of money? Right? What is your personal philosophy about that? You got to think about that once in a while. You know, does that push your buttons making a lot of money? Some people go, no, not really. Okay, does it push your buttons having freedom to do what you want, when you want, whenever you want? Go purchase what you want, whenever you want, however you want, right? Because money's not everything until you don't have enough of it. But if you don't have enough money, what does money become? Everything. Money becomes everything when you don't have enough of it, right? So maybe it's not just about the money, because it's not in Herbalife. It's about impacting people. And if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get everything that you want. Does that make sense to you guys? And then you get paid handsomely. You deserve the money if you help and impact and change people's lives. You deserve the money. Does that make sense? Okay. So next, okay, you gotta like know what your philosophy is about that, though, about making a lot of money or even material things. I mean, you guys that are on the call, and even you ladies. I mean, come on. There's got to be some button pushers for you. You know, in terms of material things. Don't you want to drive a nice car? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, don't you? Don't you want to live in a nice house or a nice neighborhood, right? Where you don't have to, you know, be worried if somebody's going to rob you every day. Or, I mean, I'm just throwing that out just as an example. I'm not suggesting that you guys live in that zone, right? But I'm just throwing that out as an example, something that you guys can relate to. I mean, ladies, what's the button pusher for you? Vacations, you know, how many shoes and purses do you want? You want your own dedicated closet for shoes and purses and handbags and whatever else turns you on and pushes your buttons? I don't know. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to stimulate your brain so you can figure it out. Figure out what you want in terms of money or for what money will provide you with the choices with material things or things for your family. I remember when I got into the business, besides the money, one of my number one top priority things was to be able to make enough money to take care of my parents. You guys understand? So that's one of my big button pushers for me. I wanted to send them on vacations. I wanted to pick them up in a limousine and surprise them. You guys understand? Take them out to dinner, surprise them with a limousine. They never done that before. They're simple people. They're old school. They grew up in the recession. They don't care about all that stuff, okay? But that was important to me. I wanted to do it because of what it represented. I wanted to give back to the people that I love the most because I terrorized them as a child. You guys got it? So I wanted to pay them back, you know, for them bringing me into the world and caring about me unconditionally and always bailing me out whenever I would get in trouble and loving on me no matter what. You guys got me? And that was a big button pusher for me, being able to take care of the folks. And I'm happy to say that I've been able to give them vacations. I've been able to, and whenever I talk to my mom, she always brings it up, you know, this time and that time is one of the most specialist moments in her life and all this stuff. And oh my goodness, on our anniversary when you picked us up in that stretch limo and we went out to, and we got the pictures and all that stuff, and we got the pictures at dinner, stretch limousine. I was out of town. I didn't even go with them. Just sent the limo for them. Paid for already had called the restaurant and prepaid for the dinner. Eat whatever you want. The most exclusive restaurant in town. Things like that is what pushed my buttons in the beginning. And trust me, in the beginning, I didn't have the money for a limo and all that other stuff. But that's one of the benefits or the side effects that pushed me in the very beginning so I can take care of my folks and give back to my folks and surprise them and make them proud of me and all that type of stuff. You guys got me? I'm throwing that out as food for thought. I don't know if that pushes your buttons. You know, there could be 20 other things that pushes your buttons. I always wanted a Harley Davidson. I grew up driving motorcycles, never had a Harley. I had all the other ones, Kawasaki's and Hondas and motocross and street bikes and sport bikes and whatever, but never had a Harley. Growing up, a Harley was a big deal to me. I got to get a Harley because of what it represented. And then when I was in Herbalife, finally, I was able to get a Harley and pay cash for it, by the way. Cash. Paid off. No payments. Cash. Okay? Pulled it up on the internet. Oh, I'll take that one. Please ship it to me. And then, 5 days later, it shows up. You guys understand what I'm saying? So I'm throwing that out as food for thought for you guys. Find out what is going to get you moving. What's going to push your buttons? What's going to stimulate you so you'll stay up later, get up earlier, so you'll use the products like freaking crazy, and so you will be willing to give up some things in your life so you can go up, move up the marketing plan, move up in your stature in life, move up that bank account, that measuring stick. That's all it is, the number. Your bank account is just a measuring stick of how well you're doing, right? How much value you're bringing to the marketplace, how much impact you're having on the marketplace. That's all your bank account is. Does this make sense to you guys? Nod your head. Yes? Nod your head with more enthusiasm. Thank you. Even when you nod your head, you have to have enthusiasm. Okay? So, you guys got to find that stuff. Because, see, without without those button pushers, you will not be willing to give things up to move up. You will not be willing to sacrifice things to move up. You guys understand? You'll not be willing to stop doing bad habit type of situations to replace it with a good habit situation. You guys understand? If you're going to happy hour 5 days a week, you know, last time I checked, how much does happy hour put in your bank account? You guys stop talking back there. Hold on. Y'all mute yourself.
Very good.
Everybody mute yourself. Claudia, mute yourself. You're distracting me. Thank you very much. Okay? Okay? So, you got to think of that sometimes, you know, because the choices and decisions that you make today is what determines where you end up 6 months from now. The choices and decisions you make tomorrow determines where you wind up 9 months from now. The choices and the decisions you make the next 90 days is going to determine the type of year that you're going to have in 2017. You guys understand? Now I'm already talking about 2017, and we're only 3 months, 4 months into 16. But the choices and decisions you make over the next 3 months is going to determine the type of year you have in 2017. Can you guys grasp that? Nod your head if you can grasp what I'm talking about, okay? Because it's not Herbalife's fault, okay? You know, the ingredients in the products, the marketing plan, anything else, it's not anybody's fault if you're in the business for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you're not on the president's team yet. And if you're not financially free, it's nobody's fault, okay? Nobody's fault. The only person that you would have to blame, it's called 100-0. 100% responsibility, 0 excuses. That means we all have to take 100% responsibility for where we are and for where we are not. You guys understand what I'm talking about? You have to take 100% responsibility for where you are and for where you are not. Because once you're exposed, once we expand your mind with the possibilities and the vision of Herbalife, like on tonight, and when you go to a leadership development weekend, and when you go to a success training seminar with the company, and Garen Jones does it, or Enrique Carrillo does it, or Style Bell does it, or anybody else does it, right? Once your mind is expanded, now it's up to you to take the ball and run with it. The ball is being passed to you. I love sports analogies. The ball is passed to you. What are you going to do? Let it hit you in the chest and bounce off and hit the ground? This most amazing opportunity on the planet, the most amazing product on the planet. So I want y'all to respect what's been given to you. Respect what's been given to you. You guys understand me? Have a lot of respect for the Herbalife products. Have a lot of respect for the Herbalife marketing plan. Have a lot of respect for the people that have been there and done it before you. Have a lot of respect for the people that in 2 years are making $30,000 and $40,000 and $50,000 a month. That's something to pay attention to, isn't it? This is not theory. This is not hype. This is not rah, let's go motivation. This is reality. This is what's happening in Herbalife. People that are broke and destitute and bankrupt and $1 million in debt, 5 years later, they're making $1 million in Herbalife. Not 1, not 2, not 3. I'm telling you, I could sit here for the next 5 hours and sit here and screen share and just tell you stories of all the people that I know and show you their pictures, and I can tell you how broke they were before and how rich they are now. You guys understand? And so I just want y'all to understand the magnitude of what you got in the palm of your hand. Take it seriously. Take it seriously. You guys understand? Take it seriously. I'm not saying you're not taking it seriously. I'm just saying take it seriously. Take it seriously. Because like in Fit Camp, we say everybody affects everybody. Everything affects everything. It's cause and effect. Energy breeds energy. You guys understand? So everything that you do, everything that I do, everything that Brandon does, everything that Earl does, everything that Jessica does, guess what? It affects the next person. It affects the next person. Okay? Trust me, it does. Your story is important. Your story is important. Katya last night signed up Bridget. Guess who got excited? Katya got excited. By the way, Bridget is Katya's first person that she signed up as a health coach, like not a wholesale customer, but as a legitimate health coach. Bridget wants to do this deal, right? And so, number one, Katya got excited about it. Number two, Bridget got excited about it. Number three, Monica got excited about it. Number four, I got excited about it. Number five, Earl got excited about it. And then we posted it up, and then all of y'all got excited about it. You see, it's like dominoes. One person can inspire so many people. The power of one. Write it down. The power of one. The power of one can change the world. The power of Mark Hughes. He was one. He changed the world. Number one nutrition company in the world. Started from a guy that had a 9th grade education. Started when he was 22 years old because of a passion to help people. A sincere passion to help people with their health. A sincere passion to give people an opportunity to carve out a path in life. You guys understand? So if Mark Hughes can do it, can I do it? Yes. If Mark Hughes can do it, can Jessica do it? Yes. If Mark Hughes can do it, can Bridget do it? Yes. The power of one person can affect so many people. It's that one domino that you knock over. Boom. And then guess what happens? Boom. And then another, and then another, and then another. That's what Herbalife is, the domino effect. You guys understand? So let me summarize what I'm trying to tell you guys. Every single one of you individually, you affect the next person. It's subtle. It's subtle. I'll tell you, it's subtle. It's just like the liftoff. It's subtle. It's subtle. You're not hanging off the ceiling in 2 minutes, and then you don't crash the next minute. It's subtle, like that. It's subtle, right? So the way you affect people, the way you influence people, the way you impact other people that are around you, in your family, at your school, at your job, wherever, at the fit camp, whatever, the way you affect other people, it's subtle. Especially when you get in Herbalife, people are looking at you, they're watching you. They're watching you. And they're going to test you. And they're gonna make wisecracks about your products. And they're going to see if you get offended. I got people that are still doing that to me. Still making little wise, sarcastic cracks, seeing if they can offend me and ruffle my feathers. You can't ruffle my feathers. I'm drinking the juice, baby. I got it flowing through my veins. You cannot ruffle my feathers. You guys understand? On the products. So you'll be tested. You'll be tested from your friends, your family. You'll be tested from your center of influence. You'll be tested sometimes from your best people that you signed up. Matter of fact, in 3 months, Bridget might test Katya. She might throw out something Katya wasn't ready for. Katya, right? It might happen. So what I'm saying is you got to work on yourself. You got to work on your mindset. You got to work on your belief system, and you got to bleed green. If you're bleeding green and you're using the products every single day authentically, then that's your anchor inside of this business. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, the last thing, and I'm going to Monica. Last thing, okay? You can't just use the products and love the products and then become a president's team member if you're not willing to clean up some stuff, some of the garbage that's been dumped in your own mind. Okay? Oh, you ain't none in Katya. She's shaking her head. Ain't no garbage up there. Okay? Listen. Listen to me. Everybody listening, nod your head. Listen to me. Okay? We've all got stuff that happens to us in life. Good, bad, tragic. Bad things happen. This is called life. Tragedies in families. You know? Right? Things happen. Health problems, tragedy, somebody died, something happened, the dog died. All these things that jerk us off track emotionally in life, right? Tell whoever's messing with Kim that this is school time. He missed the front end of the setup. It's okay.
My daddy won't leave.
That's fine, Dad. Nice to meet you. Tell him you're being a student right now.
Hey, I went to fit camp last night. She kicked my ass.
Ah, good. Good. I heard you deserved it, by the way.
Absolutely.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay, mute yourself, Kim, before I get off track. Okay? So, where was I, Earl? See if you were paying attention. Earl, where was I?
You were talking about cleaning up the mess out your head.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Kim, pay attention. Pay attention. I love video conferences. See, if we were on the telephone, she'd be over here messing around, and then she'd miss the best section of the call. That's why I love video conference, because I can see what y'all are doing, your body language. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, so check this out. Everybody has baggage. Understand me. Stay with me. I do, you do. Monica does. Katia does. Carrington does. Okay? Bridget does. Even though Bridget's got that $1 million smile on her face, I guarantee you something bad happened somewhere in her 17 years on this planet. She stubbed her toe. I don't care what it was. Something happened. She got stung by a bee. Something happened. I don't know. But we all got baggage is what I'm trying to say. Some sort of baggage. So what you got to do, let me tell you, and I'm going to Monica, you gotta, as fast as possible, get that garbage and get it in a trash can and take it out to the street and let the garbage truck pick it up. Garbage is picking up tomorrow where I live. Trash cans are already at the street. You got to get that garbage out of your life and out of your mind. You understand? Because if it's not serving you, write it down. If it's not serving you, if it's not serving a purpose, if it's not advancing you in business, advancing you in life, advancing you in business, advancing your skills, advancing your value to the marketplace, then you got to figure out how to dump it and get rid of it and get over it. Sometimes that might mean getting some counseling from somebody. Like, you know, maybe you need a therapist, or maybe you need to come to me, Monica, whoever's already like can coach you through it. You know, to snap you out of it, to be your coach. Hopefully all of y'all saw that video that I posted with Timothy Bradley and Teddy Atlas. Thumbs up if you saw it. Thumbs up if you saw it. Hey, I posted it. Y'all go look at it. I'll repost it on NCL. You go look at that and look at how a coach coaches and look at how a champion accepts the coaching in this fight with Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley. Best coach on the planet. Telling him, loves him, so proud of him, but he was saying, snap out of it. Pull yourself together. Be a champion. That mindset. And so we all need coaches. And you need coaches sometimes to get you past your baggage. You guys understand? Nod your head. Okay? Okay? Because things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. But like Jim Rohn says, it's not what happens to you. It's how you let it affect you and what you do about it that makes the difference. He also says it's not the problem that's the problem. It's how you react to the problem that's the problem. You guys understand? It's not the problem that's the problem. It's how you react to the problem that's the problem. Okay? You got a little flicker, little spark of an issue, a little spark of a problem in life, a little spark of a problem with your customer or with your organization or with your people. Are you going to dump 5 gallons of gasoline on the little spark? Or are you going to take a deep breath and go help solve the problem? You guys understand? Go help solve the problem. Because the people that solve the most problems in life are the ones that get paid the most money. So problem solving equals income. So don't shy away from problems. Write it down in your notes. Don't shy away from problems. If a problem arises, personality problem with one of your teammates, personality clash, somebody said something and you like misunderstood, and then you took it the wrong way, and you kind of just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you didn't get much sleep, whatever, and you took it the wrong way, you know, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, baby. That's what I'm saying, okay? It's not what happens, it's how you deal with it that makes the difference. Nod your head if you understand. This is about leadership, guys. This is about making a lot of money, and this is a mindset of a person that's made a lot of money and that will continue to make a lot of money. This is the mindset of a person that leads people, and that helps people through their own mental desert. You guys understand? A lot of people have their own mental desert out there wandering, and they're looking for the promised land. I'm one of the guys that helps lead people to the promised land. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to be that person as well. I want you to be the person that helps to lead people to the promised land. Lead people to the land of milk and honey. Lead people out of the dark and into the light is what I'm trying to tell you. You be that person. It can't just be me. Can't just be Monica. Can't just be 2 other people in Herbalife. No, we need lots of leadership. Lots of leadership. Because write it in your notes. Leaders get the pay. Leaders get the pay. Okay? Leaders get the pay. The ones that are leading are the ones making all the money. Okay? So don't be afraid to lead. Don't be afraid of responsibility. Because when you're a leader, you have responsibility. You understand? And that's okay. That's why they pay you the big money. That's why everybody's saying that you're so great, you're so great, you're so great. And then in your head, you're going, yeah, I know. Isn't it great? I'm just joking. Okay, always be humble, you know, but you have no idea the impact that you can have on other people. And you don't even realize it sometimes. And 3 months later, I'll tell you, I got people, and then really, I'm coming to you, Monica. I got people that come up to me at the trainings, and they said, oh, my God, Glenn, I sat down with you at that lunch at the STS last year in 2014. Hey, remember, Glenn, a year and a half ago at the party when we had that conversation and you said this and you said that? And in my head, I'm going, no, I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't remember. I'm 50 years old. I have a hard time remembering what happened a week ago. But anyway, you just go with it. And they say, oh, my goodness, I want to thank you so much for taking that 10 minutes away. It was that conversation. I was going through this. I was going through that. I didn't tell you, but I was going through this in my family. I was going through that with my wife, with my husband. And because of that conversation, I made some decisions. And without that conversation, I wouldn't be a Millionaire Team member today. Guys, I've had people tell me that a year and a half later after it happened. You don't even know the impact that you have on people right then. But our job in Herbalife is to leave people better than we found them. You guys understand? And if you leave a lot of people better than you found them, trust me, you're going to get paid a lot of money. So I'm just getting warmed up. Before I keep going, let me hand it over to Monica. Go ahead, Monica.
Awesome, Glenn. That was hot. Very good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, like Glenn said, you got to find what lights you up. Like, what is going to get you to, like, stay up late, wake up early. You know, we need those visions of what we really want in Herbalife so we are clear on the mission. Because every single day we have things thrown at us. We walk into our jobs or our club or at home, and we get all these distractions and stuff. But we got to learn how to zone it out. Like, yes, handle it, right? But you got to learn how to zone it out so you're mastering your skill. You're sharpening your skill in here. We got to master what's in here. So in action, we're doing what it takes to get what we want at the end of the road, if that makes sense to you guys. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. So it's important that we look at that. And if you guys don't have that, that's okay. Find something. We're asking you just to find something. And through your journey in Herbalife, it's always going to evolve into something different, but always have something to get you through your day. So that way when things happen, you're not throwing up, you know, okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. No. Well, apparently, if you have that attitude, number one, you're not taking your products. Number two, you're not plugging into the system. Number three, you're not working on your mental muscle. Number four, your vision is not big enough, right? So that's why we get on these conference calls. We plug into people. We have conversations with our Herbalife members so we get that vision, so we get that fire in our belly, so we're staying on track. Okay, you guys, so I just wanted to cover that. Glenn, you did a good job on all that. Yeah. You know, one of the things that I learned in helping a lot of people here in the last couple of years is that I find that when people have problems, they back off. And you so don't want to do that. Trust me, if you're not having problems, you have no business.
Thank you.
You know, so you want to welcome the problems that you have. You're like, oh yeah, let me roll up my sleeves. Let me handle this because I'm making some money. So,
Exactly.
you know, when we talk about personal development, let me go back to that. Because when I first came into the business, I'm like, what the heck is personal development? I had no clue what that was. So what that is reading a book that helps you mentally through the crap that happens all day long, okay? Because you're going to need it. You're just going to need it. We have Jim Rohn on myherbalife.com. We have the Mark Hughes videos. I would start there. Of course, we have YouTube. You can find the same videos online. And also, you know, Anthony Robbins is another unbelievable person that can get you on the right track of thinking the right way. Because a lot of times we don't even know that we're being affected by other people's surroundings. So I'll give you an example. I love my parents. I adore them. I go to their house to visit. And guess what's in the background? The TV.
Exactly.
The TV, and it's news. News of drama, news of just things you don't even need to hear. Police things.
And
you
loud. Loud.
Yeah.
It ain't like down, like background noise. It is freaking loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My dad is hard of hearing, so it's very, very loud. So you, as a person, you need to understand the background noise. You're still, even though you're not watching the news or the TV or whatever, the background noise is still programming your mind. So I want you guys to get that. So that's why we always say, who are you around right now? If you have X, Y, and Z goals, who are you hanging out with? What's your environment? Is it supporting you to reach that? Because if it's not, then we got to step back and say, okay, I really, really want this. I feel it in my stomach. I'm not going to give up until I get it. Okay, so what do we got to do to clean it up? So Jim Rohn talks about limited association. So with my family, luckily, I live in Dallas. They live in Austin. So it's limited association because it's a distance. But we do, obviously, if they were in town, right, I would still visit them, but I would have limited association with their TV. I would go turn it down. So, yeah, so my parents know that I just can't handle things like that. So, you know, I just tell them like it is. You know, sometimes we have to be just open and let them understand this is the goals that I have, and this is why I don't want to listen to that. And they should understand and be okay with it. So I just want to coach you on that and be open to that, but really start on working on yourself, your personal development. The other thing that you want to do is when we talk about working on yourself is you start tonight. If you haven't done any personal development, listen to Jim Rohn, anything, 30 minutes a day is all we're asking. No more, no less, 30 minutes a day, okay? And you do that for 90 days, trust me, you will not be the same person. You will be like you'll even shock yourself when you're talking to people because all this stuff starts to come out and you're like, wow. And then when you're done with your conversation, you're like, how did I know that? Well,
Yeah.
It's because you're listening to it every single day and it's in your brain. And then when we talk to people, that stuff now comes out of you. And so people look at you like, wow, she's got it going on, which you do because you're working on yourself. So this is so crucial in our business. And that's why we're hitting it hard tonight, is to develop your mindset, develop what is going on right between your ears. Because if you guys want big things, you got to be big. You got to be a big thinker, and you got to get rid of that junk, like Lynn says. Put it out at the door, whatever. Do whatever it takes to clean it up. And trust me, you guys, when you see the motion of working on yourself, you'll see that whenever your wife does something, it won't even tick you off anymore like it used to. Whenever your dog pees on the floor, you're like, okay, great. Yeah, put a napkin on it. I'll come back to it later. So you're not all ticked off and it doesn't ruin your day. And then you're not typing on Facebook, oh, my dog just peed on the floor, blah, blah, blah. So we get rid of that negativity. Instead, we're posting up positivity, right? And we're attracting positive people into our life. And we're attracting people like us, okay?
Yes.
And in some level, right? And then when we get them, we just sharpen them up with the same thing we're teaching you guys, okay? So really, really work on this. I was telling Glenn, we have to work on a tight ship. This is the leadership. This is the championship team. And I'm a black and white person. I am very nice, but at the same time, when you tell me you want president's team and you act like a 5-year-old, I just don't get it. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So then that's when I'm like, okay, personal development. We got to kill it on personal development. We got to drill, and let people understand. Let's work on this. And all I'm asking is 90 days of 30 minutes a day, and you will not be the same person from today. Okay, so go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, just on that, for specific instructions, in case y'all missed it. Remember, personal development, like when we take Herbalife, right? That's food for the body, right? The Formula One, I just got doing legs in the gym, so my recovery shake, that's food for the body to grow the muscle, right? Nod your head, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So that's food for the body. Personal development is food for the mind. Food for the mind. Okay. That way, when problems and personality problems and whatever happen to you, then it's like water off a duck's back.
Mm-hmm.
See? You don't freak out over the littlest thing. And I'm telling you, I know this from experience. I can't tell you the amount of people that I've worked with over 2.5 decades, and they're calling you on the phone frantic about something that happened that got them sidetracked mentally or whatever. And I'm on the phone listening like Dr. Phil. Listen. You got to be a good listener. Okay? Write that down. Good communicators are great listeners. So you guys think I talk a lot? Trust me, I listen a lot too. I listen a lot. Okay? Now in this forum, yeah, I talk a lot because I'm supposed to, but I also listen. I listen to my people. I listen to what they say, their trials and tribulations, because if you don't listen, how are you going to be a good coach? If you're a doctor and you don't listen to your patient, how are you going to write the prescription? You don't even know what's wrong with them if you don't ask questions and listen, right? So the long and the short is, you can coach people through, all their trials and tribulations. You can be in your brain thinking, oh, that's no big deal. That's no big deal. You don't have to, you can understand that it's a big deal to them, but in your world, no big deal at all. And then here's the biggest thing that you guys can learn on coaching people, by the way. You use the feel, felt, found principle. Feel, felt, found. Okay? So for example, Monica, you're brand new. I call you up. How you doing on the shakes and how why did you miss fit camp and stuff like that? And you start coming up with all these excuses, right? Well, my dog this, and then this happened in traffic, and then I just said screw it, right? And so I go, listen, Monica, I understand how you feel because she's new, right? So I got to be gentle with her. I got to be the bear and the teddy bear. I got to be strong like a bear, but also a teddy bear because she's a little girl, whatever, like little, sweet girl. So I can't be all hard on her yet, right? So I say, listen, Monica, I understand how you feel. Matter of fact, when I was brand new, I kind of felt the same way. They would have a meeting and stuff, and I had things going on. I just didn't have much discipline yet. I wasn't in the groove yet. I didn't have my work ethic down. And, I just really wasn't sure on why I was doing the business in the first place. And so I used to miss some of the most important meetings. Now, that's not a true story, by the way, but I'm just giving you guys an example, hypothetical, because I went to everything, okay, because I was, but I'm giving you a hypothetical. So, Monica, I understand how you feel. When I was brand new, I felt the same way because I used to go through this stuff too. Traffic, okay, screw it, I'm not even going to go, okay? But let me tell you what I found. Feel, felt, found. But let me tell you what I found. Once my coach got with me and we went through why I was really doing the business and what pushed my buttons and what really motivated me, to build a serious business. We kind of went through some of that. And my coach was really able to pull me through that. So whenever it rained outside and traffic was bad and I didn't feel like going to the meeting or it was like, hold on a minute. My coach told me, if you don't feel like doing it, is that going to help you get what you want? Is that going to help you get your Corvette? Is that going to help you get your Harley? Is that going to help you take your parents on trips around the world? No, it's not. Because excuses don't pay the bills, is what my coach told me. So, Monica, I understand how you feel because I used to do the same thing. But what I found was through some good coaching, okay, my coach was able to pull me through that. And thank goodness I got the discipline and I started going. It's just like working out in the gym. Once you develop kind of a routine and doing it, then that's all it is. It's a habit. Does that make sense to you, Monica? And Monica goes, oh my God, nobody's ever put it to me like that before. I'll be there. When's the next meeting? You guys understand what I'm saying? So you can have a person and you can help them through it just by listening and then saying, feel, felt, found. Now you have to be authentic. You know, you got to be able to relate to them. Maybe it didn't happen to you, but you can say, Monica, I understand how you feel. Matter of fact, I have a girl that was just like you, Kimberly. She's just like you, Kimberly. In the beginning, you know, she's young, 18 years old and whatnot, and hadn't used the products yet. And then we had this meeting. I remember it was the most important meeting I thought it was, and she missed it. And she told me she was coming. I'm hypothetical, Kim. Okay. So, and then I got with Kim after the thing, and Kim, what's up? And then she told me that something happened to her dog. And so me and Kim had a conversation, and here's what I found. You know, I helped Kim get clear on her goals and stuff like that, and why she was doing this business. Really pushed some buttons with her, and then she hasn't missed a training since. So you guys see how it doesn't have to be coming from you. It could have happened to somebody else. So you have to be authentic. Don't lie to people. Don't manipulate people. It's got to be authentic. I understand how you feel, Monica. I remember this girl, Kim, same thing happened to her, you know, and here's what I found. I coached her, and then she got better, and now she's freaking killing it, et cetera, et cetera. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So here's the long and the short with personal development, okay? Food for the mind. It doesn't have to be a book. Some people are like visual. They like to read. Other people are auditory. They like to listen. Other people are visual. They like to watch. You know, some people are cerebral. They like to read. Other auditory. They like to listen. So they got the audio books. Others are visual. They like to see the video. So we got all the videos online on myherbalife.com. You don't need to start with anything else other than Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes. Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes, in-house personal development. It's all on the video libraries. If you can't find it on myherbalife.com, then go to YouTube and type in Mark Hughes or Jim Rohn, and you'll find so many freaking videos on there, and start watching those darn things. You want to learn Herbalife? You go listen and watch Mark Hughes and learn from the master, the person who built Herbalife. You guys got that? Okay?
Yes.
Next thing,
So-
what Monica was talking about with personal development is also a vibration. Because when you get this personal development and you become the person, it's a vibration that you put out into the universe, and you start attracting things into your life and into your business. It's a vibration. Go ahead, Monica.
Yeah, so is it okay if I go into integrity real quick? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all pay attention to this. Pay attention and write notes.
Yes, so I need everybody's attention because this is something that I'm really, really big on, okay, you guys? And I don't know what it is, but I've always just been this way. Very, like, on time. If I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm there on time or sooner, okay? So, you know, you'll find that in life, to this point, you're either on time or not on time. There's always something happening that makes you not be on time, or you get up early. Like if you're like me, I'm mapping things out right before I go to bed. Okay, when I wake up, I'm going to do this and take the dogs out. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to wear this. My mind just works that way. And I'm going to stop at Walmart but I need to leave at this time at 9:30 to make it on time to get to the club. And I got to consider traffic. But if the train crosses the thing at 10:30, then I got to. So I'm like, that's how my mind works. And we all need to have a mind like that to work in order to be extremely successful in this business, and also to have a championship team. Because when we ask you guys to show up on the call at 8:15 and it's 8:20, is all the championship team together? Are we going to win the game if the game started at 8:15?
No.
Okay.
No.
So when we ask you guys to go, we're going to have a training at the club at Frisco Fit Nutrition Saturday from 1 to 4. When we say to be there, the training starts at 1, so be there before 12:45, and you show up at 1:15. Is the whole team there?
No.
Does it work?
No.
Right. So we really need to look at that as a team as a whole, because once we're walking to the beat of the same drum, guys, I'm telling you, we can kill it. We will like change marketing levels like crazy. We will fly up the marketing plan. All our dreams will come true. And everybody's going to be like, what in the world happened to you guys? Well, we got together. We agreed on being on time, right? We agreed to have each other's back. We agreed to work on our mental muscle. We agreed to have something that lights us up so that way we show up on a call on time, not ticked off, but with a great attitude. We agreed to everything as a team, right? So, you know, I want to empower you guys to really look at that in life, period, because it's not just about being on calls. It could be about going to the club. It could be about showing up to work. It could be about going to a doctor's appointment. So, you know, if that is you, then we're asking you today, when it comes to Herbalife, be on time. Be 5 minutes early so that way you can decompress and be like, I freaking scored. I'm on time. Because some of you guys, that's a big freaking deal, right?
Yep.
And some of you guys are like, oh, what's the deal about being on time? I don't get it, you know, because that's me, right? I just don't get it.
We're all guilty.
Yeah.
At some
So,
level,
you
at
know,
some point.
and of course we have unexpected things like the tollway, traffic, all that stuff.
Well, you should
but you
know
got to
that.
factor that into your schedule as well.
Exactly.
So since we know we live in Dallas, it's very crazy. You got to factor that time in and get up earlier so that way you show up on time to the training on Saturday or to the club, whatever. So one of the things, go ahead, Glenn.
And by the way, if you need to rearrange your schedule, right?
Yes.
You've got, oh, that's when I walk my dog at 10 o'clock. Hey, walk your dog at 9 o'clock. You understand? I'm talking about making $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month. Unless you're already making that walking your dog. You guys understand? You guys understand? So when we say the training starts at 1, oh, I've already I usually go to the gym at that time. Guess what? You're not a tree. You can move, change it. I changed my gym schedule so I could be on here tonight. You guys understand? I used to go to the gym from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night. That means I wouldn't be on this. I wouldn't be on. Now imagine if I'm not on tonight. It would have been great, but not as great. You would have missed me. You understand? So I rearranged my schedule for you. What I'm saying is you rearrange your schedule for you. You understand? We have trainings for you. Every single one of you is going to have a championship team underneath you. You understand? Everybody nod your head if you understand that. You got to get that. I'm not playing games here. Every single one of you. I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm trying to expand your brain here so you receive this information at a high level. Every single one of you is going to have a championship team underneath you. But how can we have a championship team underneath you before we turn you into a champion yourself? You got to be a champion. You got to show up to practice. Okay? If practice starts at 1, you can't show up at 1:20 because we're already running drills and you screw up the whole team and the coach is going to freaking be livid. Now, we're never livid in front of other people. I'm talking about in sports on a football team. They're going to throw you in the dungeon is what they're going to do. They're going to embarrass you in the locker room. They're going to berate you. We don't do that, but in sports they do. And it's well-deserved because these young people that are making all this money, they don't have the discipline yet. So it's about discipline, guys. It's about discipline. Okay? Write this down in your notes. I'll come back to you, Monica. Number 1, if you're always early, you'll never be late. There's your formula. Wow. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Light bulb moment. If you're always early, you'll never be late. Oh, my goodness. The traffic. The traffic lights. How many times have you heard me say that? Oh, the traffic light. It was 4 minutes. Guess what? You're not so – well, it's tough sometimes when you're on male factor, liftoff, T, and you got a place to be. You know what I mean? Male factor, liftoff, T, and a place to be is not a good combination when the light is 4 minutes. You're sitting there going, you know, come on, let's go. Okay? You guys got me? So
Yes.
you got to leave earlier. You got to leave earlier. Write this down in your notes and back to you, Monica.
Okay.
The difference between success and failure is subtle. Write it down. And I want you to post that on Facebook. author, G.K. Wells. I came up with that. I didn't read that. Came up with that on my own. I'm giving it to you now. The difference between success and failure is subtle. So you got to start working on your habits and your mindset of being on time. Because the thing is, if you come to a meeting, I don't care if it's tonight's meeting or if you come to a live meeting, training at Frisco Fit Nutrition, so we're all together. So we're all together as a championship team, building each other as champions so you can make your dreams come true. I take that seriously. Do you? Do you take that seriously? Do you take that seriously? If you walk in 15 minutes late, your actions say you don't take that seriously. I don't care what happened. I don't care what. Now, do things happen once in a while? Do you lose your diamond rings in your watch and then I showed up 10 minutes late? Yes, that happens, but it doesn't happen as a habit. You understand? In a blue moon, there's going to be something that happens, but don't you be the person that is habitually throwing a wrench in everybody's spokes.
Right.
Don't be throwing a wrench in everybody's spokes, because guess what? You develop a reputation. We're not going to sit there and you idiot, you stupid, this, that. We're not going to do that in front of other people, okay? But everybody knows. I can see it every single time. Brandon's staring me down saying, how's Lynn going to react to this one? And I got to be the cute, cool, nice person, right? And we can't say nothing because then it throws the whole energy off. But even if we don't say anything, it throws all the energy off, because I guarantee you, y'all are sitting in the audience saying, oh, crap. Oh, crap. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? How are they going to react to this? How are they going to treat this person? Nod your head if that thought went through your mind once. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Fasten your seatbelts. And then when me and Monica surprise you and we don't say a word, you're going, wow, they didn't say nothing. But you could, the silence was deafening, right? It's like, you don't have to say nothing. Just the silence said it all, right? And so what I'm saying, y'all got to think about that. Remember, everybody affects everybody. Everything affects everything. Energy breeds energy. So it's this energy that you walk in, and we're already in session. Training has already begun, okay? Bridget understands this because she leads the drill practice in marching band and stuff. What if 25% of the team showed up 20 minutes late when they're already in formation, already blowing on the horns, and then 10 people come running in, sorry, I'm late, traffic. No, not gonna work. You're off the team. You're not serious. You guys got me? So anyway, that's just a particular philosophy. You guys got to take that on. Take that on. And I know for you guys in Denton, it's a 30-minute, 35, 40-minute, 45-minute drive, depending on how slow you friggin' drive, right? Or depending on how the traffic, okay? But what I'm going to say is learn how to already know what your move is 100 yards up, and you'll get there 10 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? So start doing that type of stuff. But anyway, keep in mind there's a difference. The difference between success and failure is subtle. It's subtle. There's a reason that people chronically fail at anything in life, and it comes down to some of their disciplines, their philosophies, and coaching, because they could keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over, and they don't have a coach in their corner saying, come on, get yourself together, snap out of it, like Teddy Atlas. Come on, you're a champion. Behave like a champion. You understand? You need a coach sometimes to like, oh, you're right. Thank you. And then it's like, oh, thank you. Okay, I won't do that again. You guys understand that? Nod your head. Back to you, Monica.
Awesome. So so very good. So you guys are clear on being on time, right?
Yeah.
Working on that. So So the other thing, and I'm done here.
Yep.
Two things here's one thing that's really big as well, keeping your word. And the other one that I'm going to talk about is honoring your word. So keeping your word is very important. So I'm going to give you an example. If I go up to you and I say, hey, Joe, we have a training on Saturday from 1 to 4. Can you make it to the training? And not only that, afterwards, we're going to have this great party. Are you going to be able to hang out with us at the party, take photographs, and attend. Can you make that happen, Joe? And you tell me yes, right? Everybody says yes, right? Okay, so you just told me that you were going to be at the training from 1 to 4. At least that's what I think that was a conversation, right? 1 to 4. Afterwards, we're going to hang out at the party, take some photographs so we can post it on Facebook, show people how fun it is, whatever. And then Saturday comes and there's no Joe. Joe doesn't show up to the training and Joe doesn't show up to the party, right? So did Joe keep his word about showing up? No. So that's one thing that I want everybody to start paying attention to, because we need to teach our people about keeping their words. So if you say that you're going to show up to a training and to a party, then by golly, you show up to the training and the party, because that's just what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep your word. Now, okay, there's going to be some instances that you won't be able to keep your word or honor your word. So keeping your word is doing what you said you would do and doing it on time. Okay, so you can write that down. Keeping your word means doing what you said you would do and doing it on time. Okay, honoring your word comes into play when, let's say Joe, today's Wednesday. Joe, I talked to him today. He said he's going to be there Saturday. Well, tomorrow Joe goes to fit camp, and unfortunately he sprained his ankle and he has to go to a specialist, and they're only open on Saturday. He's in so much pain. So what does Joe have the responsibility of doing? He has to honor his word by calling me and saying, hey, Monica, I sprained my ankle. I have to go to a specialist and I can't go to the training or the party. So that's how you honor your word. You see the difference, how you had communication?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So there's ways that we can fix this. If you know that you're not going to show up and I'm talking to you, don't tell me yes. It's just that simple. We're grown adults. I'm 45, Glenn's 50. Earl, I don't know how old you are. You guys are 20.
Like 22.
Katya's 27. We're adults. We don't need to be lied to. And I know you guys, I'm not saying that you've done this, but I'm just saying in the future, if you're not going to be at an event, or you can't do fit camp, or you can't do a club shift, you need to let us know so we can take care of it. Because by you not honoring your word or keeping your word, it leaves an impact on the whole team.
Exactly.
The same as not being on time. You understand? So if Earl says he's going to be at fit camp and he's invited all these people to fit camp, and here I am, I have all these things going on and all these fit campers are waiting for him. Earl doesn't show up, and I'm just like, where's Earl? You know, he hasn't called me.
And by the way, this is hypothetical, by the way.
Yeah.
But then we've also got our people, and then we got to make shakes, and then his people are there. Where's Earl? Where's Earl? And we go, I don't know where Earl is. Did he tell you?
Right.
This is hypothetical, by the way.
Right. This is hypothetical. So you see, so you see the impact that one person can have.
Exactly.
So it can be positive or negative. So it's just important that we stay in communication. If we want to build this team strong by the end of the year, we got to be tight. We got to be tight with talking to each other. We got to be tight with being true to each other. We got to be tight by having each other's back. We just got to be tight in all areas. And that's why we're going to have so many Zoom calls. We're going to have one-on-one club trainings. Why? Why are we asking Denton to come to Frisco Fit Nutrition? Well, why not? Why don't you want to be in our presence? Why can't I hug you at least once every 2 weeks? You know, we got to build that bond. We got to be on time. We got to honor our word. We got to understand that, like Glenn says, everything affects everything. And that's about, keeping and honoring your words. I just want you guys to really tonight, when you lay your head down on the pillow, what did you do today that you could have done better?
Yeah.
Every night, if you go to bed like that, then you'll wake up with a different intention. You'll wake up with a different vibe, energy, and especially with your personal development, taking the products and stuff. You guys, we can kill it. We're already killing it for this year, and we're in it, what, Glenn, about 120?
No.
Almost 120 days, whatever.
No, we're not in 120. We're at the 4th month, so we're at about 150. 110. Yeah, you're right. It is.
I know I'm not good at math, but I'm close.
No, it's 110. 20 days and then another 20. That's one. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yep. 110. Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, we already have an incredible year so far, okay? And I just want to close out on this, and I'll send it back to you, is we're on an incredible vibe, incredible energy. We tighten the ship up, and we just like lock arms, and we just kill it. We kill it mentally in our brains. We kill it mentally as a family. We kill it mentally by having each other's back. We kill it mentally by being on time, honoring our word, taking the products, the whole 9 yards, going to every training. And then what do we got going on here in July? We got extravaganza, Long Beach extravaganza. We lock arms, and we got to know everybody's goals. How many first line team members are you taking? So that's our next thing that we're going to talk about on Saturday.
Exactly.
Is the team goals that we have on Saturday as we march into extravaganza. Because what we do the next 60 days towards extravaganza, oh my gosh, the end of the year is going to be the most unbelievable, mind-boggling, life you're going to have. Let's just put it that way. And not only for you, but for the team members that you have and the team members that you currently have no clue who they are, but they're out there. Okay.
Exactly.
So I just want to close out with that. I just want to thank you as well for being on the call as well, because I know we're a little over the hour, but I'm sure that you guys loved it, right?
Of course they did. Good job, baby. Good job. I'm just going to go real quick here.
Yes.
And we'll save the love for the end. So that's what she's talking about, the next 60 days, 70 days for extravaganza. Remember, we talked about the next 60, 90 days. The choices and decisions you make is going to determine even where you are next year. Y'all got to have that mindset and understand the domino effect, the momentum factor, the person you become, developing a concrete foundation in your brain, in your body, in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, in your spirit, in your aura, in your vibration. The next 60, 90 days determines the entire year for 2017. You understand the impact, okay? And that starts this weekend at Frisco Fit Nutrition. Oh, but I have to work. Oh, but I have to go to the gym. No, cancel it. Your stomach hurts. Call in sick. If you love that job so much, and if that's going to be your career, then good. Go do that. Go do that. But this meeting at Frisco Fit Nutrition, we're not doing an HOM. It's not open for new people. It's only open for people that are signed up and ready to rock and roll. You guys understand? Choices and decisions that you make. So it's okay to sacrifice this over here. What did we talk about at the beginning of the call? You got to be willing to give up to go up. There's reasons why people go from they just signed up like Bridget did last night, and then 2 years later they're wearing the diamonds, making $25,000, $30,000 a month. Bridget, there's a girl that was just at our meeting, Brittany Lieberton. She started 4 years ago at the age of 21. She's 25 years old. She just made it to the president's team, and she has a president's team member underneath her. She's an executive president's team member at 25 years old. 4 years of choices and decisions. You understand? 4 years. If it can happen to Brittany, she's from Oklahoma. Jesus, Texas is better than Oklahoma. Come on. You know what I mean? I'm just playing, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? Come on. Okay, so I just want y'all to understand that. So it starts with this weekend at Frisco Fit Nutrition. Of course, if you can't be there, like if you're out of town, I know Kim is. And Kim, we're going to come to you in a minute, so be ready. So that's what that is. Now next, okay, gratitude. I want to take a minute because this is kind of coming off of what Monica was talking about. I actually wanted to start the call like this, okay, but I didn't have my notes in front of me. And I wanted to start the call by telling each and every one of you how much that me and Monica love and care about you. We are grateful for you. We're grateful that you're on the call tonight. We're grateful for whatever products you're using. We're grateful for whatever decisions you've made so far. We're grateful for the person that you're trying to be, that the person that you are right now, the person that you're trying to be, the person that you're going to be, the champion that you're going to be. We're grateful for the championship team that's going to be underneath you. We're grateful for that. I want y'all to understand that. We're grateful for every single one of you. I want y'all to really, really get that, and I mean that from the heart, okay? I don't say anything unless I mean it, okay? So give me a thumbs up on that. Accept my gratitude. Thank you very much. We love every single one of you, okay? And Jessica over there, we want you at FFN, Frisco Fit Nutrition, so we can give you some hugs. I'm tired of, you're a myth. You're like a myth. I see you on Facebook. I see your picture on Facebook. I'm not even sure that you really exist. And bring your husband, too. Bring your husband.
I promise you she does, and it's even better.
Oh.
Fantastic.
We can buy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Now,
Hey, Glenn.
yes.
Hey, if we have questions that would probably be better to talk to, somebody in management or, that's been in it longer, what would be the best way to get with you, or somebody might be able to answer some of those questions?
That's a great question. First of all, me or Monica is the correct person to come to, number one. And number two, you want to do that between 1 and 4 o'clock on Saturday at Frisco Fit Nutrition. In person, live and in person. Make the drive. Your life will never be the same. Trust me.
We will.
Yeah,
for sure.
do that. And I'll spend as much time with you as you want. See, guys, you guys got to get the philosophy here, and this will be your philosophy when you start building your business. You invest your time with people who deserve it, not with those who need it.
Yeah.
So as a coach, I say, and you will say, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this. You give them something simple to do. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. Once you do this and once you do this, then that person deserves my time. So it's like almost chess. Like, I don't know how to play chess, but chess or checkers or whatever. It's like you move and I move. I match people effort for effort. Now, if you miss the meeting at Frisco Fit Nutrition on Saturday, and then you text me, oh, I'm so sorry, the dog had whatever, right? Can we get on the phone on Sunday? Guess what my answer is going to be? You know what I mean? You can guess what the answer is going to be. So no excuses. 100% responsibility, 0 excuses. I know who's making effort. And when they make effort, I match effort for effort. Ask Bob Gray, who's on the president's team underneath me. Me and Monica helped him get to the president's team. Trust me, he wouldn't have got to the president's team without me and Monica. And when we first signed up, I told him I'd match him effort for effort. So I do that with people. Okay, I give them a little test, not like a manipulative test, but I just give them something to do, and it's testing to see if they follow direction. If they follow direction, then I'm all theirs. I'm at their disposal 24/7. They got the red phone. Okay, so yes, this weekend at Frisco Fit Nutrition. Next, really quickly, just because of time, I'm gonna repost the 4-minute video. I took 2 hours to make this video of the way that Teddy Atlas coached Timothy Bradley. I've already watched it about 10 times. I'm going to repost it on the NCL private page, Nutrition Club Leadership, and I want all of y'all to watch it tonight and comment on it. Thumbs up if you agree to do that. I'm testing you. I'm going to repost it, comment on it. I said comment on it and like it or love it or whatever, okay? I'm going to post that on NCL. Next, get ready. Y'all pay attention. Get ready. When was the last Zoom call? Oh, it was, we did a Saturday, and then before that, we did last Wednesday, right? So let me ask y'all this. From last Wednesday until this Wednesday, we've done 3 of these video conferences. Have they helped you in any way, shape, or form? Yes or no? Yes? Yeah? Are you better us doing them, or would you rather go watch Grey's Anatomy? That's ridiculous, right? Of course, because we're all together. It's like we're all in the living room together. It's so fantastic, this technology. And Johnny down there saying yes, yes, yes on his chat, okay? He can see us, but we just can't see him. He doesn't have a camera on his computer. I talked to him today on the phone. I'm like, what the hell kind of computer do you have? It doesn't have a camera. So anyway, I don't know what's up with that, but he told me something. But anyway, it doesn't have a camera. So here's what I'm here now. Here's Now I'm going to get to the bad stuff that I need to clean up with all of you guys. I need to clean this up with all of you guys. So raise your hand, and maybe Bridget doesn't yet know because she signed up last night, but we added her to the NCL page. NCL means Nutrition Club Leadership. That's our private organizational page. Now, we've got a big organization out of Texas under Bob and some other, kind of like renegades and stuff like that kind of do their own thing and whatever. So this is just the little organization here that the new champions we're building. You guys understand that, right? You guys understand that. This is just the new champions. If we had everybody on, the computer would completely break in two pieces. Okay, we'd have so many people on. Okay, so now we can spend intimate time with you guys and build this from where we're at now. Domino effect, duplication effect, multiplication effect, and in 90 days and another 90 days and in the last quarter of the year, this will be the most mind-boggling business that's ever happened to you through that duplication that's going to happen, okay? So trust me when I tell you that. But let me tell you, one of the things that we talked about, and raise your hand if you remember me talking about this, and I'll close on this because we have to clean this up. We have to get better at this as champions. Raise your hand if you remember me talking about, no, I haven't talked about it yet, Brandon. He already knows what I'm going to say. But he's not guilty, by the way. He's not guilty. Okay? So raise your hand if you remember me talking last Wednesday night about how to create fireworks on Facebook.
Styling in.
With our somebody said something, so it distracted me. Fireworks on Facebook, not only on Facebook, on the public feed, right? When we post some cool things and then you like it and comment on it, it's to create lots of likes, right? But also, y'all make sure your phones are muted or whatever. But on the NCL private page, I know when I post good stuff, and I know when I post mediocre stuff, and I know when I post nonsense. Usually when I post nonsense, I go back and delete it. That's once in a blue moon. That's when I took too much to prepare and it was 3 a.m. and then later I go back, maybe I should delete that. That rarely happens. And most of the time, worst case scenario, I post some mediocre stuff that's going to help you. Mediocre. But most of the time, I post really good stuff.
I've seen it when you delete it.
Yeah. But most of the time, I post really good stuff that will help you. If you read it, understand it, receive it. You guys understand what I'm saying? Yes? Raise your hand if you understand. So remember last week when we talked about fireworks, right? Fireworks. I pour my heart out to you guys. I'm just speaking for myself. I know other people do too, Monica and the rest of you guys that are posting. That's great, okay? With tips and whatever, and mindset stuff. Okay? If I get 4 likes, is there something wrong with that? I mean, put yourself in my shoes. 25 years in the business. I put some good stuff down in there, philosophy and mindset and personal development and the champion mentality and do this and do that and whatever, and I love you and whatever. And then I get 4 likes. Should I get more than 4 likes? Shouldn't I? Don't I? Brandon, do I deserve more than 4? Come on. Do I deserve more than 4?
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking at the screen here. I'm looking. So raise your hand if you remember me talking about that last week. Raise your hand. Okay? Now, this was last Wednesday night. And do you remember me getting a commitment from you that you would, from now on, develop that discipline and start doing it? Anybody remember that? Do you remember me raise your hand. I asked you, can you commit to that? Can you do that for me, for the organization? We're a championship team. You understand? You understand? Now, do you understand how everybody affects everybody and everything affects everything and energy breeds energy and success breeds success and your choice and decisions determine where you wind up? Right? Mm-hmm. Now you affect the team. If you're not engaged on that page, 3 days goes by, you missed all the good stuff. And then you want to go fake it. Oh, okay, I'll catch up. So I just scroll down, like, and now let me get back to whatever I was doing. And you didn't read nothing. That's like going to the, are you going to go to the gym? You fill this up with Prepare, CR7, and Liftoff, and then throw it in the trash can. You understand? I'll clean up the wall later. You see how small problems don't bother me? You understand? That's like food on the shelf. You had the best stuff, you threw it right in the trash. You didn't even go read it, let it affect you, learn from it, and then you wonder why your volume is not moving. You wonder why I didn't sign anybody up today. You wonder why all the other things that you're wondering. Right? Bridget's getting off to this down there. She loves leadership. Okay? We said we're going to talk about leadership. She says, "Oh my God, I love that stuff. I'm going to be on." Right? Okay? So you guys understand that? Okay? So let me so number one, for the team, you need to be checking that darn page 3, 4, 5 times a day. Now maybe nothing's new on there. Great, no problem. Who cares? The point is developing the discipline to check. Who's got a phone? Who's got a phone? Who's got a phone? Do the notifications come to your phone? I know they come to Brandon's, because the second, I don't know how Brandon does it, but before I even post it, he likes it. And I'm like still trying to figure that out. I'm like, I haven't even posted it, and then I get a like from one I'm about to post. That's how fast he is. So I don't know what type of fancy phone he's got with his notification system.
I'm on Prepare.
Maybe planted a hidden camera in my house when he helped me move or whatever, right? So here's the situation, okay? At the bare minimum, let me just count who's on here tonight for an example. Jessica, pay attention. Pay attention. Pull yourself together. You'll understand when you watch that video. I keep using that. That was the Teddy Atlas stuff. Get yourself together. Pull yourself together. Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, I rarely like my own stuff. I don't like my own stuff. I don't press like, oh, I just wrote it, like. Rarely. Sometimes I get excited and I do it because I'm like, oh, damn, that was some pretty good stuff. So I learn from it. You know what I mean? Like a day later, I'll go, then I read it. Oh, that was good. So I will like it, right? But I don't like it immediately. So would it make sense to all of you, and I know, Kim, you're just loving this, would it make sense to all of y'all that at a bare minimum, I should get 17 likes for the things that I post on NCL? Yes or no? Am I asking too much for my champions? I'm trying to build a championship team underneath each and every one of you. I'm trying to turn you guys into champions that earn like champions. If you can't even learn how to like and what the right stuff to like on our private page when we're constantly feeding your mind, and you're going, I'm hungry, but you push away the plate. Come on. Don't push away the plate when we're trying to feed you every day. Guys, you got to give back. You got to give back. You got to show us that you're engaged. Because you don't know it, but you're being tested. I'm not testing you on purpose, but trust me, I know who's engaged and who's not. I know it from your demeanor. I know it from your silence. Because remember, silence is deafening. You understand? So don't you dare think for a second, since we're in the social media age, that like you read it. Oh, I always check. I'm always on there. And you never like? How are we supposed to know that you're engaged? How are we supposed to know? You're not even making an effort. Look how easy it is, folks. Like, it's the touch of a finger. And you can't even lift a finger. You can't even lift a finger and show some gratitude for the person who's trying to feed you. I cook. I'm going to cook for Monica after this. Nothing worse than a good chef that serves his food to someone and they sit there and just stare at it and let it go cold. Worse than that is cooking for them and they eat it. Or they don't even make a noise, because if they're doing that, you know they're enjoying it. They eat it. and it's one of your best meals ever. You took so long to prepare it, and they eat it right in front of you, and they don't even they don't even go, They don't even go, wow, that's good. They don't even go, honey, thank you so much. I know you were on a video conference all night, and you were at the gym before that, and before that you were doing this, and before you did all these things today, and you still took time to cook for me. And oh my God, how this stuff tastes. I can't go to a restaurant and eat their food because their food just doesn't compare to the way I cook. When you become a good cook, that's how it is. So when I cook for other people, don't you want them to acknowledge, is it good? Is it tasty? I know I love it, but is it good for you too? You like it? Do I have to say, honey, do you like it? Do you love it? No, you want them to take the initiative to say, oh my God, this is good. Thank you so much for feeding me. Thank you so much for taking the time to always do this for me. You guys see the difference? Yes or no? Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Every single one of you are difference makers. You guys got to get that. You're difference makers, okay? And if you're not engaged liking the stuff, and I post something that's good, and I get 2 likes, I posted something, I put my I went all to it, 1 o'clock in the morning. I went to the closet. I got my diamond President's Team pen that has a diamond on it. First of all, it's got 35 diamonds up top on the logo, but it's also got a big diamond on the bottom because the big diamond on the bottom represents that we have a President's Team member underneath us. Now, I need to get another big diamond on the bottom because that means that we'll have another President's Team member. Do you know that I went all the way to my closet, I took 10 pictures, I picked the perfect picture with the perfect luster and the perfect whatever, and I said, we're going to get to 15K. What that means to you is you're going to become a Get Team Millionaire Team member, President's Team member. You're going to be accepting more responsibility. Who's in? Who's in? Because that's what's happening this year. And 3 likes. 3 likes. Now, that's okay. Maybe you don't want to get to the President's Team. Maybe you want to live a life of mediocrity. That's okay. But at least like it. At least fake it for a little while until you get good at pressing the like button. If you fake it long enough, then you'll start pressing the love button. Because you know what I mean? All I'm saying is try. Now, let me ask you something. Last thing, and I'm letting you go. Earl, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. Earl, smile. There, that's better. You affect me, baby. Smile. I need more teeth. Smile. Good. Thank you. See Bridget down there just smiling? It does a lot when they smile. Girl on the fit cable last night, Stephanie, smiling on that. Guess what? I was up front doing jump jacks, smiling with her. She made me smile. Y'all remember that, okay? So, this Saturday, next Wednesday when we do another call, if every day I'm posting, and I get 4 likes, is that okay? After tonight, is that okay? Everybody shake their head, Cameron. Is that okay? It's called H to the no, that's not okay. Even Bridget that just signed up last night knows that's not okay. You guys got me? So, I'm telling you things. Do you guys believe that Garen Jones calls his people out? Bridget, you don't know who Garen Jones is. He makes $100,000 a month. He was living in his car 4 years ago. Anyway, you're too new. You don't know him yet. One of the most dynamic people in Herbalife. Okay? Do you guys know that he calls his people out? Do you guys think that on his Zoom calls that he's serious with his people? That he has expectations for his people? And there's no wonder his people are coming up the ranks. Do you think that on Garen Jones' private page, they create fireworks? Fireworks means lots of activity. Likes, comments. People are engaged, right? Y'all see Kimberly when she posts, and we go back and forth. Is Kimberly engaged? Like engaged with another person when we're talking, talking business. She's engaged back and forth. All I'm saying for y'all is try. You have to develop the small disciplines. Trust me. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. You guys understand? Don't you be getting off tonight. Well, why does he think that liking his post is going to help me get the president's team? Wax on, wax off. You got to develop the muscle, champions. You got to develop the muscle, champions. You got to show me that you care, champions. I care. Why don't you show me you care? You guys got me? I care. Show me that you care. We post up some good stuff. Show me that you care. That's on the NCL page, and that's also on my public feed. When I post up good stuff, and even when I don't post up good stuff, act like you like it. Fake it for a little while. Fake it for a little while. Okay? You got to be waiting. Oh, when's you going to post again? I can't wait. I'm going to beat Brandon. I'm going to beat Brandon. Play it like a game. How fast I can do it. How fast I can do it. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, this is the final time. Can I please get agreement? And I said, please. I said, please, make a note of it. Can I please get agreement that you'll do that? Yes?
Yes.
Raise your hand. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Somebody up in the top hand corner said Jess. Okay, very good. Jess. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so that is that. Got all that. Kim, where's Kim at? Oh, right in the middle. I don't know if y'all saw Kim's video from last week, but Bridget, pay attention to this. Kim is up in the middle. She's only 22 now, started when she was 18. She's up in Ohio freaking killing it. Package your story real nice and tight in 2 minutes and tell them about your experience last weekend, you know, what you did, and then went to see Enrique, came back the same day for fit camp, all that stuff. And if y'all haven't seen her video on NCL, y'all got to see it. She did a whole chronological thing from the second, 4 o'clock in the morning, driving by herself 3 hours up to Pennsylvania, Detroit, wherever the heck she was going. Anyway, tell them 2 minutes what your mindset is about that, and then we'll let everybody go.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I had a really, really busy weekend last weekend. I had to get up and go to work on Friday, and then we went to fit camp. And then on Saturday, I had to go to Pennsylvania and run a 10K race. And then I got on a conference call in the sun, boom, boom, boom. And then we drove back home, and I went to bed really late, got like 3 hours of sleep because I couldn't.
Hold on, you drove back home. How far was that drive to Pennsylvania?
Oh gosh, 3.5 hours.
Okay, so you drove there for the 10K, and then she's there, and she gets on her Zoom call on Saturday. Then she drives 3.5 hours back home Saturday night, evening. Yes. Okay.
So then I'm in the bed trying to be on Facebook, fireworking everybody, just keeping track of everything that's going on. And then I get like 2-3 hours of sleep because my mind's like, Enrique Carrillo, I'm so excited. And then I wake up at 4 a.m. and I drove 3 hours to Michigan.
Detroit, right?
Registered for the LDW. I paid $90 for a 3-day weekend event for just the 1 day.
For Sunday only.
Exactly. And I didn't qualify for like the shake thing. I didn't, so I had to pay for like a lunch. I had to pay for gas. I had to pay for tolls. So I paid like over $150 for the 1 day. But what I posted on the NCL page is basically I learned that you cannot ever miss a training. You can't miss a call. You can't miss a training. You can't miss just anything. You can't miss a post because for me, it took me all this time out of 4 years of Herbalife, I finally got the training that I had been looking for. And I didn't know that it was going to be this training. Like I just went in and I was like, I've done this before. It's going to be really inspiring. But no, that training was for me. So
why? Tell them dig for 30 seconds quickly though. Why did it impact you so much?
For me, last year I got in a huge car wreck and I used it as an excuse to get away from Herbalife, to stop. And my whole time in being in Herbalife, I had never heard a distributor, a health coach, anybody openly admit that they quit or they wanted to quit. And there was a guy up there, Matthew Mazowski or something. And he said that in September last year, he quit Herbalife. He was just going to take the products for life because he loved the products And I identified with him because I was like, oh my God, that's me. Like, I want to just take the products. That's where I was at a while back. And then he said, but something inside me shifted. And fast forward from September to that day, he was getting pinned for his Get Team pin. And I completely identified with him because his story was my story. His check was $6.79.
$6.79.
Yeah, $6.79.
Back when he wanted to quit, yeah.
Yeah, and that my checks, guys, have been like, you know, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I've already been working on building up my check. And it's just been amazing because he got his Get Team pin. And I was like,
But get 2.5.
exactly, yeah.
2,500. She's got it. Bridget, you don't understand this. When they talk about checks, she's talking about the royalty checks from building an organization. Of course, they make retail profit from customers, but we're talking about like organization residual checks is what she's referring to. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically just being able to be there in that moment and see that one testimonial of he quit and he came back for no reason in particular. He just came back and then there he is. I completely identified with him and I paid, like I said, the $150. I was completely exhausted for my whole weekend. But if I hadn't have been there for that 5 minutes to hear that one testimonial, I wouldn't have been able to be like, oh my gosh, you know, that's me and I'm going to be a Get Team member. I'm going to build a team to where I can be a millionaire team member, build a team to be a president's team member. And at that moment forward, I was just like, you know what, that's it. Like, let's turn up Herbalife. And I got a lot of really great tools that I've never seen before and keeping track of a lot of different things with customers and your team. And it was just like.
So hold on, just to help you for time. So that day, after that day, by the way, Bridget, Enrique Carrillo, the special guest speaker, made $247,000 last month. And the person that affected her the most was a guy that 9 months ago wanted to quit, had a $6 check, and mentally he quit, but then he came back 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 2 months later, who knows, and now 6 months later after that, he's making $5,000 a month because that's on the Get Team with his 2.5 check. That's what he's making, just in residual checks, okay? And so you went to the training, so then it was over at like 4 o'clock. You drive back to... Where did you drive? So from Detroit, you drive back to where? Ohio. And then what'd you do that night?
I went to fit camp because
she teaches fit camp. She just started a fit camp.
And actually, the way it goes is it's Michigan is here, and then my house is here, but then the fit camp is here.
No.
So I went like this.
Wow. So you did the fit camp, then you killed it at the fit camp. And guys, I got to tell y'all, that night, Sunday night, me and Monica were not supposed to work on Sunday. I ended up being on the phone with Bonnie down in Austin and his wife for an hour and a half that afternoon, helping him get to senior consultant, explaining the whole deal. And then later that evening, the phone's blowing up from Kim and whatever. We're trying to but we can't. We still worked several hours that day. We went up and watched a movie in our theater room. And then after that, came down and had all these messages from Kim because I had to get my phone out of the room or I'd be on it, the whole night. And so we came down, and then it's Tim. She's on text. And then so we got on the phone. No, first we watched the video. Oh, I can't remember the sequence, but me and Monica, she had posted this video, and we watched that 5-minute video. She's driving at 4 a.m, talking. You guys got to see this. You got to repost it tonight. It's at the top of the feed. Me and Monica were in bed together, watching together, freaking tears down our face. We talked to her personally on the phone. Kim was in tears that day, all emotional, telling us about the day, telling them what happened to her. I wish she was emotional about it today because she would really, really get you. But she was so emotional. And we're up there watching her, and we're on, it was on the phone. It wasn't FaceTime. It was on the phone. She's talking, voice is cracking up. She can barely speak. She's all emotional. Me and Monica, our eyes are all whelped up. I'm looking at Monica. I'm like, oh my God. just listening to Kim tell all the drama of her weekend and how she wasn't going to quit and she did this and she did that and how happy she was for it. And I'm sitting here so freaking emotional watching this young leader unfold right before my eyes, doing more than I could physically do. I could not do what she did. Maybe at her age I could, because I put some miles on the car at that age. But at my age now, I don't think I could do it. She beats me, okay? So emotional to watch that unfold. And what I'm saying, guys, is that's what champions are made of. So all of y'all, it's going to be happening to all of y'all, and you never know when you're going to have that moment. So, Kim, just got a big round of applause. And last night, she did 950 volume points yesterday in one day.
Oh, wow.
No, 1,120.
Oh, sorry. Yesterday, 1,120. And trust me, it wasn't from her choices and decisions that she made yesterday. It was from choices and decisions she made a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Now momentum, the snowball, is the dominoes are falling. You guys understand that? Go ahead, Kim.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
You're like, make me more emotional about the
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, the order yesterday, that was pretty bomb. Y'all can see that post on the thing too.
Huge. So she's
You're
qualifying for all the VIP seating at Extravaganza, the money, the everything. So just, I mean, guys, it's a real emotional thing for me and Monica to watch these young lions, these young lionesses that are like grabbing life. It's so empowering, guys. It empowers, inspires other people. But I tell you what, when you inspire me and Monica, that's a big deal. Big deal. You inspire other people, trust me on that, but you're inspiring me and Monica, and you're making me want to go to work. You get me all fired up. I'm like, oh, geez, Kim's on my tails. I got to go. So, guys, everybody really does affect everybody. Everybody does affect everybody. So it's our job. Let's take it on. I told a buddy of mine today on text, a bodybuilder, I said, I'm fixing to go to the gym, and he was going to another gym, and I said, I'll kill it for you if you'll kill it for me. And he says, you got a deal. You understand? And so that's what we got to do in this business. Go kill it for I'll kill the business for you if you'll kill your business for me. Let's make that pact and let's do it, and we're all going to grow like crazy, okay? There you go. Awesome. Does anybody want to say anything before we close out here? I don't want to leave everybody hanging and you're like, oh, I wanted to say something. Go ahead, Kim.
I just want to say one more thing about the liking and the fireworks on the leadership page, because this means a lot to me, guys. There are people watching us that we don't even know that they're watching.
Exactly.
And they're going to get a really good impression based on the teamwork and the integrity that we have behind all the posts that we put and all the engagement that we put. It's the same 10 people liking the posts over and over, and it gets tired. Like, obviously we're going to be there and we're making the posts too. It's not really for us, and it's not for the number of likes. It's not for the number of comments. It's really about the engagement and what those comments mean, and about everything else that it means. Like, the NCL leadership page is not an advertisement page. It's
Exactly.
a family page, you know? And the reason I was thinking about this the other day is because we did this thing on my track team called rock hopping. And these rocks are like just massive. They're bigger than you. They're wet, they're slippery, they're covered in moss. And to get up some of them, you have to grab people's hands and pull them up, or boost them up with their foot. And that's like what the Facebook leadership page is for. It's about locking arms. It doesn't matter that people are in Denton. It doesn't matter that there's people in Ohio. It doesn't matter if they're upline, downline, sideline, or anything like that. It matters about building a family, building a bond and a relationship, and really having engagement in people's stuff that's going on, so that the people who are watching can see that there's actually something going on, and they can feel like, oh, this place is so welcoming, and other people will start engaging and coming back, and the new people will get really excited and jacked up about it. So it needs more than 5 likes.
Well said. If it's 5 likes, it's like a completely bomb. You understand? Minimum 17. And the thing is, if all 17 of y'all are doing, I see you, Brandon, hold on. If all 17 of y'all are doing it, guess what's going to happen? There's other people. The rest of my organization from around the country is on that page too. They're going to be going, oh, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? And I'll tell them, here's what's going on over here. Building new champions, building new champions, new champions, new champions, new champions. And then y'all will be getting your Get Team pin, Get Team Millionaire Team pin, diamonds in 2 years, 3 years, rich, never have to worry about money ever again in your life. You guys got me? And it all started from just simply following directions. That's part of it. You got to understand that. Well said, Kim. Brandon, you were raising your hand. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, just to add on to Kim, I just wanted to share with y'all, that's what got me hooked, guys. So it's not about you. So just post, like, it's about the people that are coming. We have to create the foundation. We are the leaders of this. Whether you believe it or not, we are the leaders. So we're going to set the foundation for the people that come after us. Okay?
Yep.
And you might get it from us more. Like what Glenn and Monica say, they've been saying forever. They're going to say the same thing. But until you get it, then you'll get it. And that's it. You guys get it, and then you guys follow directions. Just follow directions. Okay? They know how to do it. And you might not be the same way from them, but we're here to affirm it. Okay? I started like that. I saw the fireworks. I saw the inspiration. So I saw numbers, and I was like, man, I want to be a part of that.
Yep.
Okay? And that's what got me fired up. So just imagine bringing somebody on that page, and everyone's just like so fired up to welcome your new team member, your new team member, your diamond. That's going to help you make everybody better.
That's it, man. That's it. And let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. What Brandon just said, it is for you too. When I post, I'm not just talking about welcoming a new team member, or there's a lot of different things that happen on our private page, right? But I'm also talking about our public feed, but mainly our private page. But when we're doing like putting good info to feed you, it is for you. It is for you. But it's also for your people and for the others that are watching silently. Because if you're liking and being engaged, then they're like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? And then they get this, they feel like they want to be a part of it too. Like they don't want to be left out. Okay? Now you see Jessica down here. You see Bridget, how attentive they are on this video conference. The whole night they're like up in the camera, like eating it up. We're feeding them, and they're eating it up. You understand? They're hungry. You can tell by their body language. Okay, that's how y'all got to be every single day, not for a little 1 or 2 day bump. Okay, when somebody makes more money than you and they're more successful than you, why wouldn't you want to eat that stuff up? You got to be hungry and be like a sponge for as much information, education, and I think I already said inspiration as possible. You guys got me? And motivation. You got to get that and get it in you every single day, because that will counterbalance all the other nonsense that happens throughout your day that might sidetrack you or whatever. You guys understand that? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to hold on. This is my first test. Everybody give me a chance first. I took a picture of this screen. Brandon, get on the screen. Everybody smile. Brandon, get on the camera. Oh, there you are. You were on Carrington's a minute. You did a mind trick on me. Okay. Everybody smile. Smile. Now, I'm only posting the pic at the end because you got to stay on to the end if you want to get recognized. So this is the picture I'm going to post on NCL. This is the picture I'm also going to post the same post on my public feed, and I'm going to test every single one of you to see who likes it and comments on it. And I need you to say that was the most mind-boggling video conference that I've ever been a part of. But, of course, say it in your own language. You know what I mean? Everybody can't say the same thing. Y'all got to say some stuff, because I know you got some good stuff from tonight. If you say that on NCL, and if you say that on the public feed, what are the chances that somebody's silently watching, that we all tag it in? They're going to be, what's going on with Bridget over there? What's going on with Jessica over there? Oh, my goodness, what are they doing? What's going on with Kimberly? What are they doing? because all the people on the public feed see that. Okay? Same with NCL. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let me post first, because I'm going to test y'all to see who likes it and comments on it, and then y'all can post your own, send out your own as well. You guys got what I'm saying? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Monica, are you done?
I'm done. Thanks,
Okay.
everybody. Have a good night.
Thank y'all for being on. We'll see y'all Saturday. We love y'all. I'll be posting in about 3 minutes, so pay attention.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
Okay,
And I'm
we love
sorry.
y'all. Love y'all very
Okay.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Enthusiasm, enthusiasm.
Get off of here.
Good. Look how teachable Bridget
Bye.
is over there clapping. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
That was nice. That was
Awesome.
I don't know how to get off.
Yeah.
good. Keep talking.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go
there
for
it is.
another hour. Who cares, right?
Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.